So I'm here right now, and you can see behind me the Jagannath Temple. So it looks like I'm not allowed to go into the temple, the Hindu temple, because quote said that because I married a Christian, which I didn't, I married a Jew, I'm no longer Hindu, and therefore I'm not allowed to go into the temple.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Sujatha.
We newlyweds planning to travel.
I was traveling all over the world, but then came the pandemic.
I was traveling too, but I had a stroke in 2016. And now together we're going to travel the world, rediscovering romance and adventure.
Our story starts with a little scribble, a few crude Bengali letters written on a pad of paper by my uncle. "Uncle, where do we come from?" I asked him. The letters spelled Majda, the village that we apparently came from. Santosh uncle is my dad's older brother, the oldest living relative, and perhaps the keeper of secrets. No one else knows where we come from on my father's side. While they're all Bengali, my dad was born in this house in Orai, India, close to Lucknow. With the new burgeoning railroad, they followed these very tracks that I just took to leave Bengal in the 1800s. After scouring libraries in New Delhi and Kolkata, I came across empty shelves and no records. It was then that my uncle told me that I would have to go to Puri, India. That is where our family did their pilgrimages. I admit I had to look it up on a map. I didn't know where Puri was. For me, it was a puffed piece of bread my Punjabi family made. Puri is south of West Bengal in the state of Orissa, renowned for dance and art, on the Bay of Bengal. It has sandy beaches, palm trees, and a lot of tourists. That might sound like spring break on Miami Beach, but it's nothing but. People don't come here to party, they come here to pray. Indian devotees come here to see the main attraction, the Sri Jagannath Temple, in honor of the god Jagannath. This is Puri, which is more, people come here. It's a major traditional town where people come to worship and to go. It's one of the main worship area, pilgrimage of one of the main 3 pilgrimage points in India. And so it's very sacred. And there's a lot of tourists that come here, but they're mostly Indian tourists. So it's a very place where you can see a lot of the traditional life. The sole glimmer of hope lies within the temple's sacred walls. Here, embarking on a labyrinth journey, one must navigate complex negotiations, a delicate dance of bribery, and undergoing religious shaming, beseeching the revered pundits or priests to share the cherished tapestry of our family's history. Now, there's a bit of complications here because this is a very special temple. It's one of the only places that doesn't allow non-Hindus to come. Not only that, it doesn't allow people who are married to non-Hindus to come in. So I'm not sure how they're going to prove that, but I'm going to have to adjust my behavior accordingly in order to be able to find out my family's history. After our initial night in an outlying hotel, we transitioned in the heart of Puri, where the opulent Mayfair awaited. More than just a hotel, it was a sprawling estate complete with a variety of restaurants, a secluded private beach, elegant bars, pristine pools, and an array of personalized services. Nestled in a serene enclave, it provided a stark contrast to the typical budget Indian tours my family often took, a luxurious escape from the bustling everyday life of India. They have a pundit, a Hindu priest, in the hotel, so they're going to contact this Hindu priest, and he is going to
maybe help guide me to get my family's history.
But my hopes were shattered when the hotel staff knocked on the door.
So it looks like I'm not allowed to go into the temple, the Hindu temple, because they, quote, said that because I married a Christian, which I didn't, I married a Jew, I'm no longer Hindu, and therefore I'm not allowed to go into the temple.
Busted. Okay, so I wasn't exactly going to lie to the pundit. That would be wrong. But I maybe sort of was going to leave my husband at home and take documents that don't show that I'm married to a non-Hindu. But alas, with a Hindu pundit spy network in the hotel, I didn't even get a chance.
And it's unfortunate because this is the only place that has my records. So I don't have them anywhere else. So I've asked the pundit to go in for me and try to get the information out and tell me if my family made a pilgrimage there and what years and if they have any records. So we'll see how that goes.
While we waited to learn the fate of the temple records, we embarked on a journey to explore a quaint local village. Ragarajpur is renowned for its Patachitra art, skillfully hand-painted on cloth and objects. Captivated by the hand-painted beauty adorning each house, showcasing local customs. Warmly welcomed by the locals, we admired their craftsmanship and bargained for their wares. As we waited for the priest, I decided to make a crucial call the next morning, reaching out to an elder in our family, my cousin Swapna, to share the disheartening news about the temple and seek her valuable insight.
So I'm talking to my Didi, Swapna, or Bulbul as we call her, who's in Victoria while I'm in Puri. And she's the Didi who knows the most about our family history.
Swapna had an interesting theory. Maybe we're not from West Bengal at all.
I think it was probably Bangladesh, because when they moved from Bengal, it was Bengal then, West and East Bengal, because the partition hadn't happened at that time when they moved. Mm-hmm. They came from the Bangladesh side of Bengal.
Right.
Bengal was partitioned on the west as part of India, and on the east it became Bangladesh. When the states were created, many hundreds of thousands were murdered as Hindus migrated to India and Muslims migrated to East Pakistan, now Bangladesh. While I continued to await the arrival of the priests, I made a decision to explore the sacred sites of Puri. I embarked on our auto rickshaw only to discover that to truly experience these sights, I had to switch to a human-pulled rickshaw. As I ventured forward, the world whizzed by in hues of pink and blue. I felt the exhilaration of open-air freedom, surrounded by the infectious excitement of the devout worshippers.
And this is the amazing Jagannath Temple that people have come from all over this world to see. Now, however, I am not allowed to go in, as I told you before, because I am not, I married a non-Hindu. I'm allowed to go out and do the rituals outside the temple. And just to let you know, Indira Gandhi was the former Prime Minister of India, was also not allowed to go in because she was married to a Persian nun. And also Rabindranath Tagore was not allowed to go because he was a member of the Brahma Samaj movement, which is a Hindu reform movement, and so he was not allowed.
I later learned that not only was I banned with all the other luminaries, but there's a whole host of other prohibitions. In addition to the standard bans on cameras and cell phones, there was a long list of forbidden items, including tomatoes, potatoes, corn, squash, green chilies, carrots, papayas. These prohibited foods were deemed non-Indian in origin and thus not allowed within the temple's sacred grounds. While most Hindu temples do not allow meat or onions or garlic, this temple was a bit extra. It appears this temple has been unwavering for thousands of years, yet I cannot help but feel that this is a reflection of a very orthodox and exclusionary current Hindu movements who want to purge the country of what it feels are invaders, including its own Muslim community, and return everything to an idealized vision of a Hindu-only land.
Hindu Rashtra is my birthright, and we shall have it.
But it looks like I won't be able to, not only will I not be able to go into the temple because I'm no longer Hindu according to the Pandit, but also they said that it's 200 years ago that my family left West Bengal. So it's going to be probably very difficult for them to find the records. I'm not sure if that's a saving face thing or if that's a real thing, but I was told not to have a lot of hope. What I did learn is that the guy at the hotel, believes it's not Majda, but Maida, near Kolkata. But we'll never really know for sure where my family came from. There's always a possibility that my family left before partition from Bangladesh. So it could be Maida, it could be Majda. It may not even exist. It may be an invention. That is one of the mysteries of human existence.
Come travel with us. Please subscribe to our channel, Fierce Travel.
So do it.